Get it, Turbo. Get it.
Steven.
Make it do something.
Hello, Steven. Hey, dumbass.
Yes?
Would you like to learn how to print CMYK?
You talking to me?
Yes, I'm talking to you, you idiot.
That would be cool. How do we do it?
Go upstairs so I can take over your mind, you dumb idiot.
Okay, Turbo.
Put Turbo in his cage also. What's up, guys? Are y'all ready to do this? Let's do it. Whoa, I didn't mean to show that. Hold on. Let me get that back down there. We ain't trying to do all that.
Make America.
All right, so let's open
again.
Photoshop, okay? And I made this image here the other day. You can do any image. It's the same process. So I'm going to click on this image. Right? The first thing you do in CMYK, and I'm trying to cut this really short, guys. It's going to be a long video, and I know it sucks. I hate watching long videos myself, but this is how we're going to do it. All right. For CMYK, full color process, is go up to Mode CMYK. Click that. It's going to change the color of your picture. You can fix it with curves and everything else, but for the sake of this video, we're not going to do that. Okay. So next thing you want to do is go to channels. So once you're here, you have your CMYK colors: cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. You cut them on and off. It's pretty cool. If you was putting this image on a black shirt or any dark garment shirt, you need a white underbase, right? So what you want to do is hold Control and go to the CMYK picture here, right here. See the little white box pop up, and click. Now what that's going to do is select the whole picture of dark, all the dark parts of the picture. Now next thing you want to do is go down here to this little box with a hole in it, and I'm not sure the name of it. You know, I'm not no pro. I'm just trying to show you how to do it. So you want to create a channel. You click the box. It's called Alpha 1. This is going to be our white base. You double click on the name. You change it to white base. Okay, hit enter. That's a white base. Okay, now you can hit Control D, which is deselect it, or I can show you right here how to do it. It's mode, no, select, deselect. That takes the marching ants off. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is hit Control I to invert it, or go up to Image, Adjustments, Invert. Now everything that was dark is now white. So that's what you want if you're screen printing. So basically all I did was take the dark and invert it to the white. And now the dark is the white. So that's pretty much what you want when you're screen printing. So now we have our white base, right? Good job. Y'all following me? Next thing you want to do is come up here to these little hamburger looking thing. Looks like 4 or 5 lines. Click it and go to split channels right here. This is going to take all these channels and split them up into individual channels. Bam, done. So you have right here your cyan, your magenta, your yellow, your black, and we already did the white base. There you go. Now if you're like me, you don't have any RIP software, color separation programs, I guess you're gonna have to do it manual way. Okay, now we're getting to the fun part, guys. Y'all ready? We're gonna take each one of these images, cyan, magenta, yellow, and black, and we're gonna turn it to a bitmap. What you want to do is go down to Image, Mode, Bitmap, right? The output is 300, and that's just the way I made it. You want to pick a nice high output image for screen printing, 200 on up. You want to make sure that this is changed to halftones. Hit OK. Now, frequency. Let me show you what frequency is. So, frequency is, I'm printing all 4 of these colors in a 230 screen mesh. So what you do is you take 230 divided into 5. It's always going to be 5 from my understanding, equals 46. So my frequency is 46. That means I have 46 dots in a square inch, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but that's pretty much how it is. Now your angle is going to be different on all 4. So let me explain to you. Some time ago, the smartest person in the world pretty much come up with this. So your cyan is going to be on a 15-degree angle, and I would suggest y'all write these numbers down. Cyan's a 15, a magenta's a 75, yellow is 0, And key or black, however you want to call it, it's going to be a 45. And you can change it to round or ellipse. There's a big old argument on the internet about which is better. I don't know. I'm going with round. How about that? So let's do it. Well, bam. Look at those pretty dots. How about that? Now, me getting back to the 15, 75, 0, and 45 of the angle. I have a picture in here. I want to show you kind of how it's working. You see how all these dots line up pretty much in a circle the way it works out, huh? So you got 15 cyan, 45 black, 75 magenta, and 0 yellow. All these sit on top of each other, and they create different colors for the image. So that's why CMYK is so popular. So let's close this out and get back to the next one, which is going to be magenta. Now you want to go to image, mode, bitmap. Same output for every one, 300. Halftone screen. Good to go. Your frequency, because I'm using a 230 screen on all fours, still going to be 46. My angle is the only thing that's going to change, which is going to be a 75. Round shaped dot, that's fine. And then so on to yellow, image mode, bitmap, 300. Everything is good. Change the angle to 0. I'm guessing 0 is the best one for light colors. I'm not 100% sure. Same round dot. Good to go. And black. So let's go to image, mode, bitmap, same output, everything same. Angle, it's going to be 45. So like I said, cyan's 15, magenta 75, yellow is 0, and key or black, however you want to call it, is 45. Now we have that. Almost forgot to show you white base. So white base, it has some gradients in it, right? I'm not 100% sure. It's going to be a trial run for me. I'm also gonna change that to bitmap, same thing, and angle, I don't know, 0. Let's go with that, see what happens. I'm really not sure how it's gonna come out, but that's what it's gonna be. And I also wanted to touch base on the transparency. So this is the transparency.
I'm just having a hard time swallowing all this. And between me and this one over here, we can swallow just about anything. God, you're such an asshole.
And I'm guessing it could be used as a white base. I'm not 100% sure, but you know, you could also Control I to invert it so you can get all the white where you need it. Bitmap it also. Same thing if you really want to use it, but I'm not using it. I'm not going to use this because I already made my white base, so I don't see no need for it, so I'm just going to get rid of it. Before you get any further, you need to go back and change all of them back to grayscale so you can copy and paste them.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
So you just go to image, mode, grayscale. Bam. Same thing, magenta. Image, mode, grayscale. Bam. Done. And so on, so on. Okay, guys, I forgot one crucial point. I forgot to change the image size before I did all this, separate them. So we got to go through there into each individual image and change the size. But that's no problem. It just takes a little longer. All you do is go to image size, and I know I'm going to be printing this 12 inches wide, which automatically sets it to 7.5. I hit OK, and I move on to the next one. Image size 12. Hit enter. Next one, and so on. All right, since we got all that crap taken care of, what you want to do is go ahead and open up a new canvas. And I have right here saved 13 by 19 at 300. You want to change it to whatever size palette you're printing on or whatever image size you want, and change the color mode to CMYK, transparent. However you want to do it, you can go white or transparent. Hit create. All right, we have our canvas. Now what we're going to do is start copying all this and putting them in order. So we're going to go back to the cyan, right? And I use quick keys for this. So you want to hold Control A to select all, Control C to copy. Go back to your canvas, Control V to paste, right? And we move on down to the magenta. Same thing, Control A to select all, Control C to copy, back to our canvas, make a new layer right here, layer 2, Control V to paste. Now before you get ahead of yourself, you should probably start naming this. So this is cyan, looks good. Next one is magenta. Yeah, I suck at typing here. All right, let's move on to yellow. Control A to select all, Control C to copy, go back to your canvas, make a new layer. You know what? I don't believe you have to make a new layer. Let's see what happens. Control V. You don't have to make a new layer. How about that? So I'm going to change this to yellow. Next we have our black. Control A to select all, Control C to copy. Back to our canvas, Control V to paste. Name it black. Beautiful. White base. Control A to select, Control C to copy, Control V to paste. Name this white base, or whatever you want to name it. Okay, since you have all that done, now I usually put the registrations down, and you, like I said, you can just type in a plus symbol at a 72 pixels. How about that? That worked. Bring it over here, duplicate, layer. Sounds good. Bring this one over here, hold shift, bam, right? How about I just rasterize it, merge layers? About that, then let's copy or duplicate layer. Boom, hold shift, grab it, bring this one down here. So there you go, and you got your registrations on there. Plus symbols, it's pretty easy. I don't use the plus symbols. I actually have some that's been made, and let's just bring in mine. You can make this too in Illustrator if you know how to do it. I just grab it, bring it over here, put it down here, convert to a smart object, Control T to resize. I like that. It's not perfect. I mean, it looks skewed, but that's all I need it for is registration, so I don't care. I like to actually name what I'm printing, and this is going to be cyan. How you like that? Put it somewhere where you can put tape on it, however you want to do it. And what I'll do is I'll take these two and I'll just merge them together. Well, I guess first you got to flatten it or whatever. Rasterize it. Sounds good. And then merge down. Now the cyan is on the cyan picture. How about that? You want to do magenta? Okay. Hey, let's do it, man. Let's do it. That's what we're here for. To learn.
Magenta.
How about that? Click it. Rasterize tight. Right click. Merge down. Boom. Cyan. Magenta. And you just do it for the rest of them. Pretty simple. All right. For the fun part, guys. Let's just say you've got everything done over here. You named all your films, and they're ready to be printed. You know what I mean? I mean, they're ready to go on a shirt. But you're like,
hey, Steve, what will it really look like? Because it's all in black and white.
well, let me show you how to do that. So what you want to do is go back to New, pick out your favorite canvas size, same resolution, make sure in CMYK, background is going to change from transparency to white, because it's the only way this is going to work that I know of. And name it. I don't know. Let's name it, Put This Shit Together. How about that? Sound good? Create. There it is. Now, let's go back to cyan. Make sure everything's deselected. Now, what you want to do is make sure you copy this in the channel. Okay, so Control A to select all, Control C to copy. Go back to put this shit together in channels. We are copying the cyan, so go to cyan, highlight cyan, Control V to paste. All right, that's that one, right? Control D to deselect. It's good practice to deselect, trust me. We're gonna go to magenta. All right, channels. We are in channels. Control A, Control C to copy. Go back to put this shit together. Go to the magenta channel. Control V, deselect. Let's go to yellow channels. Control A, Control C, copy. Go back to put this shit together. Click on the yellow channel in channels. Control V to paste. Control D to deselect. It's good practice. Black, same thing. Channels. Control A, Control C. Back to put this shit together. Go to the black. Control V. Control D. You ready? You ready to see it, guys?
Yes! Yes!
And whoop, bam! There it is. You think it'll look good on the shirt if everything works out all right? Well, we're about to find out. So let's get to printing, guys.
I ran up a check, I might do it again. Enemies close, had me thinking they're friends. 10 toes down, I'll be free until the end. Crib outside the city, I don't feel safe in my hands. Took so many years, I'm just waiting for the wins. I'm in debt to no one but the one who took my sins. I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend. If I do it once, I do it again. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up, I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up, I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what. Add it up, told her if it's all me, everything is on me, gon' back it up. Matter what, told you I'ma do me, why you hating on me, it's not adding up. Do roll like a Mack truck, country heart, I might cop a farm and go act up. Lot of scars, I was cold hearted, now I'm backed up. Keep it real, I do this once a month, I don't rap much.
Alright guys, that concludes the first part of CMYK. Stay tuned for when we go to put it on a shirt. Get it done.